Hello, my name is Katrina, aka the Book Therapist, and I'm excited to be uploading this video today, last day of Black History Month, and I got my outfit on. I am excited about starting this channel. I just recently found out about Booktube, probably in January. Yes, towards the end of January, I believe is when I found out about Booktube, and I was like, oh, this is so exciting. So today I'm going to use the Booktube Newbie tag. I had wanted to do this much sooner. However, I am still in the recovery process from COVID. Excuse me. Yes, COVID came my way, and I am still recovering from it. All right, so I'm going to just dive right into the questions, and I've taken some of these questions. I don't even know, because I've watched several Booktube Newbie tags, and I just jotted these questions down, so I don't even know if I have them all right or in the right order, but we're just gonna go with what I got. All right, why did I start this channel? So I started this channel because I do have another page, a lifestyle page. I don't even know what it is. It's a cumulative of all kind of stuff. All right, and I was trying to niche it down, trying to figure out, like what's something that I can do, counseling, it's like home decor, things of that nature. But I'm very bad, honestly, about recording all the time and then having time to edit. So I have tons of footage on my phone that I still just have never uploaded to my other channel. So I was thinking about what is something else that I enjoy doing that I wouldn't mind talking about. And I was like, you know what? Books. And so one day I was Googling and actually found Booktube. So I was like, hello, okay, so I can go ahead and join this book community and talk about books. Right. What are some fun and unique things that you can bring to Booktube? Me. Not trying to be vain or anything, but just me. I think everybody brings something unique because everyone's different. Everyone's style is different. Excuse me, again, recovering from this COVID. Something different. Like I said, I'm a therapist, so a lot of books that I will probably talk about are definitely going to be some self-help. I'm also a minister, so a lot of books are like Christian books that I actually read as well. So just my unique perspective, I guess, on that, more self-help, things of that nature. But I do read for pleasure as well, and a lot of books that I do read, I do also tie it into clients, and I actually suggest certain books for them to read that'll help them along the way. All right, next. What are you most excited for about this channel? Community, engagement, learning about other books from other booktubers, and other, not just booktubers, but, other people who are engaging, what is it? Subscribers. I couldn't think of that word, right? So subscribers, just engagement. Again, sometimes, you're so comfortable in a certain genre, or you're in a comfortable in a certain place, and you may not stretch or go any further than what you're comfortable with. So I believe having my channel and having other people to give some engagement and give some feedback. And like I said, I'm just now like really getting into following a few people. Like I've really been watching The Story Ain't Over. So just, looking at some of the books that other people read and say, okay, maybe I might try that out. Why do I like reading? I love reading. And I would like to say it's because my mother was an avid reader, and I'm from one of those families, like when the storm would come, it would be like, okay, lights are out, and it was no more time to watch TV, not be on video games, but it was time to sit down and be quiet while God does his work. Okay, so that would be like playing a board game or grab a book. I love word puzzles as well. So for me, it was mainly grab a book. What book or series got you into reading? Okay, I'm really about to tell my age, right? All right, so it would have to be Judy Blume, all right? Judy Blume, Super Fudge, all right? That was like one of my all-time favorite books, okay? So all of Judy Blume books, You know, I read them. The Babysitter's Club, though, that was like something I had to read all the time. And then one of my all-time favorite books, um, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. That was like my favorite book. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. Are you there, God? It's me, Trina. All right, you know, so that was like one of my favorite books, but that is really what got me into reading, okay? All right, what questions would you ask your favorite YouTubers? Honestly, where do you get time to read if you work a full-time job? Where do you find the time to keep up with your reading goals? I guess put it that way. Where do you find time to read? If your YouTube channel is not your full-time job, how do you get that reading time? All right. What challenges starting a Booktube channel would be the hardest to overcome? Me, consistency. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, because like I said, that's my struggle with my other channel. It's just consistency. Consistency. And that's mainly because it's time to, like, I've got work to do right now, but I want to stop and record this. But it's mainly like finding time to have a quiet moment, uninterrupted, to even be able to sit in a space and then start recording. That is going to be important to even do that. I think the other thing would be, now my time has freed up, definitely. So I can't say finding time to read, because that had been a challenge that I had not been able to do. And I actually just started to purchase physical copies of books again, because I had totally went to digital and, you know, audiobooks, things of that nature, because of my space, which one day I'll like span my whole area. I just, like, my room is in construction right now, so my husband doesn't have this bookshelf. I have doors on this one, and then I'm gonna have a few, y'all know IKEA, but they're out of stock. So it's like, get what you can get when you can get it. So I'm gonna have like this whole kind of wall curve around, but some of the shelves are still out of stock. But anyhow, so I'm excited because before I used to have books for days, and then I started giving them away because I did not have space for them. But now that I have this space over here, I was like, okay, let me see, because I had a bag of books I was actually finna give away. And I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and take them back out and put them on the shelf. And so my collection is not large, but I can see that growing rapidly, mainly because I have let go of some other habits, like shopping for purses and other things like beauty stuff. I've kind of cut back on that, so I know that that money will probably go to books, because now I have more free time. I let go of a second job, and now I can read more. So I'm excited about that. When did you start reading? So at a very young age, probably about like 6 or 7 years old. Like I said, my mother is an avid reader. Even to this day, we share books. Some things we don't read the same. Like, I really like thrillers. She's not into that. So we share like romance novels or things like that. So she'll we'll swap out some books from time to time. But my mother got me into reading. Where do you read? I read all over the place. Okay, so like I said, one day I'll span my whole area. Well, so I have my sitting area over here. It's like my beauty area / office. So I have my couch that I can sit out and read. I am on my bed. I lay and read. I can be downstairs in my family room on the recliner reading. Be on the loft area reading. In the car. I'm always, if we're traveling anywhere, I'm reading a book. So whether it's a physical copy or whether it's something that I'm reading in my Kindle, I'm reading books. Okay. Do I like to read? I guess, you know, I started answering that a little bit earlier, but what kind of books do I like to read? Excuse me again, like I told you, I'm recovering from COVID and I got all this stuff in my chest. Okay. What kind of books do I like to read? Thriller. Yeah. So I like reading both fiction and nonfiction books. I love, you know, classic. Oh my goodness, classic. I got like The Grapes of Wrath or something like that. That is one of the books I have in my collection. I don't have a whole lot of classic, but I do love classic books. To Kill a Mockingbird. That's a classic. But I love romance. crime. What else do I like? Historical. I love historical. I love history, learning anything history. Horror. I'm actually like trying to stay away from that type of stuff, but I did used to like it, like Stephen King stuff. I did like reading that. I do like poetry, like biographies. Like I said, self-help. I'm big on self-help books. Self-help, religion, Christian, things of that nature, suspense, thriller. I don't know. I like a lot. And one thing that I see is very popular that I've never really got into, my daughter, that's a reader. I think I only have one of them. I have 3 daughters, but one's a reader. Excuse me. She's into that fantasy huge time. That's one thing I never got into. I never got into fantasy. And maybe I would like to say, and I'm not opposed to it now, but I really believe that could be just mainly from my upbringing. When you grow up like in a kind of a strict Christian home, like even romance was kind of taboo. It was almost like a secret, like don't let people know you're reading this. Like, I don't know, it was kind of weird. But anyhow, so like, you know, anything that had to do with sorcery or anything, like we just really didn't get into those type of things. So I never really went that way, but I mean, I like things like Twilight. What else? You know, like I like, what is it? Chronicles of Narnia. Is it Narnia? Did I say right? Whatever. So, I mean, there are some things that I've like movies that I've seen, and I know that I would probably like the book. So I'm not opposed to get into fantasy, but I guess because, like I said, mainly I've always kind of read romance, which had me messed up again. Romance had me messed up in my relationships because I just thought everything was supposed to model those romance novels, and it just didn't. So like romance, historical, definitely crime and thriller, like suspense. Those are like my main ones. And definitely, like I said, the religion, Christian, any books, and then self-help. So I'm big on the self-help because, like I said, again, I am a therapist. And so anything that I read that I know that can benefit clients, whether it's me taking that information and implementing that in my treatment with a client, and it's helpful in that capacity, or whether I either get the book and present it to them themselves for them to purchase, or sometimes I loan out books, you know, like, here, you can borrow this book. So that is pretty much it. At least those are the questions that I had for the newbie tag. So I'd like you to subscribe to my channel, and we'll see how this journey goes. Just another journey for me. It's at 2022, everything new 2022. So coming out of comfort zone. This is not I'm kind of used to getting in front of the camera now, whatever. It's just, I think it's just more or less would be just time learning how to edit. I don't know how to do all that, and the thumbnails and all that extra stuff. So it's pretty simple, pretty basic, unless I get somebody else to teach me or do it for me. I don't know. But I'm excited to see what this booktube journey will look like. And so until next time, take care, be blessed, and keep reading.